limitation curses, spirit of poverty, die!
Coming in at number 5, we recognize the health in wealth of Pastor James Mainanganga, who heads Neno Evangelism Center. He is a rock star kind of evangelist with a wide following and reputed for performing miracles.
In the name of Jesus Christ.
He walks around with a gun and has been photographed drinking something more bitter than peppered soup. Social media went ablaze with accusations that the pastor had bribed policemen to release his dented Prado after a hit-and-run incident. His miracles are said to cost between 3,000 Kenya shillings to 50,000 Kenya shillings. He formed Neno Evangelism Center in 1992. 10 years ago, his manager, William Buru, estimated that the church was worth 100 million Kenya shillings. His wife alleges in the court papers that he lives in Karen and owns a fleet of cars. Among other properties under his name is a 5-star multi-million Sunny Hill hotel located in Naivasha. At number 5 is none other than the immediate former Assistant Housing Minister, former Starehe MP, and founder of Jesus is Alive Ministries, Bishop Margaret Wanjiru.
Of establishment, I renew.
She broke the ground to build the ultra-modern twin towers along Haile Selassie Avenue, Nairobi. The twin towers on opposite sides of the road will be connected by an overhead tunnel. The building, whose budget will nearly peck the billion-shilling lips, will be a near replica of the American Twin Tower and will change landscape of downtown Nairobi. The stylish bishop, who started off as a janitor, euphemism for cleaner, in industrial area before becoming a street preacher, restocks her wardrobe on trips abroad. Bishop Wanjiru's ministry grew in leaps and bounds. Shortly, she relocated it from Mang Building to godowns across the road. Bishop Wanjiru now plays in the Financial Champions League and pretty far from the 3rd division of her early beginnings. And at number 3, we recognize one man of God you will definitely notice when he is around, from his well-cut designer suits and shoes, Bishop Mark Kariuki. The bishop's lifestyle is markedly different from his childhood years when he walked barefoot with a long shirt doubling as a pair of shorts and trousers until one Christmas he will never forget. Bishop Mark Kariuki was given a pair of shorts as a Christmas present. Besides the 10,000-seater sanctuary that is the Life Celebration Center, Bishop Kariuki is the General Overseer of Deliverance Church, for which he provides guidance to pastors in over 700 churches. Among his interests include King's Academy School, King's Medical Center, and Homolegio Industries that comprises of Homolegio detergents and body products, Homolegio tailoring, and poultry projects. Pastor Pius Muiru comes in 2nd position. Kunanuru Gizani Ministry is one of the first television ministries that started when some of us were barely 10 years old. But everyone who grew up in a Christian home must have watched one of Pastor Pius Muiru's crusades that were held on Sundays at Uhuru Park. And as many continue to doubt that the gospel ministry has a lot of money, wait until you see the kind of wealth Pastor Muiru's son, Andrew Young, has. According to reports, Andrew Young Muiru owns several buses that operate within the Nairobi and Mombasa route. Well, the pastor is no longer as popular as he was when he began his ministry. His son, Andrew Young Muiru, took over the ministry and is a popular evangelist who is following into his father's footsteps. The buses belonging to King Sacco are popularly known for their graffiti, but those who get to board them know how much it costs. The pastor lives in one of the leafy suburbs of Nairobi, where he proudly owns a huge mansion. Apparently, that is not the only pricey property Pastor Muiru owns. The tele-evangelist recently shook the country with his super expensive mansion back in the village, where his congregants and Kenyans got a sneak peek of it as they laid pastor's mother to rest. Number 1. Theirs will be a story of a couple that started evangelism while living in someone's house because they could not afford to pay rent, then rose to become wealthy. The two got saved early in their marriage and decided to abandon all they were doing, including a printing business, for the ministry. Who are we talking about? Alan and Kathy Kiuna were mentored by Pastor Teresia Wairimu before starting their own church in 1998 at Temas Restaurant, then owned by Terry Mungai of Ashley's Hair Salon. Rent was a subsidized 3,700 Kenya shillings a month, but what started with a congregation of 6 is now the 5,000-strong Jubilee Christian Church. My husband grew up in the slums. He grew up in this little room, and I visited him. By the way, before I got married, we were actually hopping, stepping, and jumping on feces outside his house. It was really bad. One of the highlights of their wealth is a private jet. A Cessna Citation X 1997 model costs an estimated price of $20.6 million. This is 2.1 billion Kenya shillings if you Google online. Though some reported he already has it, Kiuna says not yet, but it's on the way. The private jet can carry up to 8 passengers and is pure luxurious. Upon arriving, Kiuna will join a bunch of other pastors in Africa who fly private. Other properties the couple owns is a luxurious mansion in Runda. The mansion stands on a 1-acre piece of land. You know how much an acre costs in Runda, at least 100 million Kenya shillings. From the arithmetic above, you will realize that Kiuna's home costs more than 200 million Kenya shillings. Kathy Kiuna drives a fast, pricey fuel guzzler worth a whopping 15 million Kenya shillings. Just how much is the couple worth?